The Humane Society of Washington County was actually founded in 1921, so we just finished celebrating our 100th anniversary, which is really hard to believe. We were founded by a female, which is actually really neat given the time period, and Daisy Derby Whipple. She started with 12 animals in her care in a one-room building on what is now Wilson Boulevard. And then in 1938, we moved to our current location on Mogginsville Road, and then ever since then, we've just continued to grow and grow and grow into the progressive animal welfare organization that we are today. One thing that people may not realize about the Humane Society of Washington County is that it is a 24/7 living, breathing operation that can change moment to moment.
For years, we've struggled to overcome the whole image of just being dog catchers who bring an animal into the shelter, put the animal straight on the adoption floor, and then have the animal adopted. But there are so many steps along the way that people just don't understand. So there may be 50 animals who are actually available for adoption, but in the background, we have hundreds of animals, both here at the shelter and in foster care, who are just moving through the system. They are being helped medically, they're being helped behaviorally, emotionally. We're just learning things about these animals so we can place them in the perfect home. The great thing about Washington County is that people really love their animals. So for us, that's really half the battle. We do a lot of work on our end, but it takes a lot of cooperation and understanding and of course support from the community. So we have countless fosters, volunteers, people who come and just help us take care of these animals. And it's really nice to have that understanding that, you know, it takes a village to run an animal shelter. Here at the Humane Society, we work really hard, not just for the animals, but the people who love their animals in the community. So to actually receive an award or even this nomination as a finalist, to acknowledge the work we do every day and just the countless things we pour our hearts into is just really special. And it means a lot to our staff and our volunteers and the people who do spend 24/7 caring for the animals here.
The Washington County Commission on Aging is a part of the 1965 Older Americans Act. In 1970, the Washington County Commission on Aging became a nonprofit incorporated entity. And in 1981, the county commissioners deemed us the area agency on aging for our county. I believe our obstacle is adaptation in three main areas over the last 3 years. Finding innovative ways to remain a hub of human connectivity in the isolation of the pandemic. We overcame the obstacle by educating, connecting, and in some cases providing the technology that enabled thousands of seniors to participate in activities and remain a part of the community. Quickly pivoting to author new and effective policies that allowed and empowered our staff to feed, guide, aid, and otherwise assist residents in procedures that were unprepared for a pandemic. But the most daunting and sustained obstacle is our funding. We serve the fastest growing segment of this population, and in just a few years, 33% of all adults will be seniors. And the number will continue to grow. Our need only grows. My hope is that our partners and even those viewing today will hear about our mission and come help us help those we serve. So I'm really excited. Today you see behind me some of the fitness equipment that we are about to open a new senior fit building to offer an opportunity for seniors to invest in their self and their health and reduce isolation and really make a change in themselves for the better. That's what you see behind me today, an opportunity that our public and private partners have joined together to make this an opportunity for Washington County seniors. If the Commission on Aging wins this service award, it would mean recognition of a well-deserved staff and volunteers, along with the validation of dignity to those that need us most. But honestly, my hope is that it would mean someone there would see or read about this, that we won the award, and reach out to us and honestly give back and help us make our mission come to life. All of our values fall back on one principle, and that's trust. You know, we look at progressiveness and integrity and giving back and servanthood, but honestly, it all falls back on the ability to be trustworthy in this county, not just for what we do, but who we serve.
Washington County Free Library was the second chartered county library system in the United States in 1898. In 1905, librarian Mary Titcomb saw that we needed some innovation, that we needed to improve access to our more rural parts of the county. She made a book wagon, found 2 horses, went all around the county, and some of the stops they made with the original 1905 book wagon, the bookmobile today makes stops at those same places, which just is amazing. We absolutely have that history of innovation. It continued on to 1978 when the art department here in the Western Maryland Regional Library created the International Library symbol that you see, the little man on the interstate signs with the books. So we have absolutely made our mark in the library world, and we're really excited to continue doing that with the innovations we're making today.
We are the last true democratic organization in the entire country, not just the Washington County Free Library, but libraries in general. We believe that no matter who you are, when you walk in here, everyone is treated equally. And that's a huge part of why librarians get into this field in the first place. You ask any librarian and they'll tell you that.
I work with counties and libraries across the Mid-Atlantic, and Washington County really is my home when it comes to it. It's the first library system I ever attended when I was a kid. I grew up here, I learned here. I learned to read in one of these rooms when it was the old branch. And now it's so important to make sure that we're spreading that message throughout all of Washington County. Whether you live in Hancock, Clear Spring, Sharpsburg, Smithsburg, Boonesboro, you name it, there's a branch and there's support for you, whether it's hotspot systems, whether it's getting your kids to learn more about STEAM activities, hands-on activities in the community. Boonesboro, renting a fishing pole and fishing behind the library. People don't know this. We want the county as a whole to know that we are offering world-class systems and world-class programs that you can't find in other places in Maryland or the Mid-Atlantic, really. If the Washington County Library System won At Your Service, it would mean the world to the staff, to the teams here who've put in so much hard work. I think they deserve to win it. And when it comes to At Your Service, when it comes to customer service, when it comes to providing better support to this county and its citizens and its business community, there's one place you can always go where you will not be turned away, and that's the Washington County Library System.